Hello, I'm Queen Azza from the Queen's Table Vegan Cuisine. Today, we're going to be talking soups. Specifically, our kale, cabbage, and butter bean soup. Let's get started. Let's say you have some friends or family coming over and you only have about, let's say 45 minutes to make a spectacular dish. Soup. You can never go wrong with soup. And I'm gonna tell you how I make my secret soup. But first, we have to set the stage. We gotta provide a little ambiance, which is our music. And for me, today I'm feeling a little jazzy. So let's cue that jazz. Yes, a little jazzy. So we gotta serenade our food. Secret ingredient. Oh, you're in a rush, you want to go ahead and get that vegetable stock going. You can make your own vegetable stock or you can buy it already pre-made. Turn that up to high. Bring it to a boil. And cover. I know I'm spilling secrets here, right? But again, you're pressed for time, you just want some soup. I'm gonna add my olive oil there. Use olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. It is up to you. Now I use an iron cast skillet. That's very, very important. Next, we're gonna add our onions. I'm gonna saute these nicely diced onions. The next, we're gonna add in our garlic. Anytime I get to cook with a wooden spoon, it's just so peaceful for me. I love it. I love it. Add in our celery. Again, this is my secret shortcut to making soup on the fly. You're gonna add in our carrots. What I love about this is while I am sauteing and preparing all of my inserts for my soup, my broth is already boiling. So it's already come to a boil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my broth down to a simmer. I am gonna turn it down. Oh my goodness. It's gonna save you tremendous time and you're gonna be able to season and make sure everything is just perfect. Next, we're gonna add our tomato paste. Now, we want to make sure that we roast this tomato paste into all of the vegetables. We want to make sure that we keep stirring. And don't be afraid to spend a good 1 to 2 minutes doing this, all right? We want to make sure all of that good tomato paste has merged and integrated with the rest of the vegetables so perfectly. Oh, I'm so excited already. Okay, next I'm gonna add my cabbage. Now, 2 things I love about soup. The first thing is the comfort. Oh my goodness, the comfort you get from soup is unbeatable. And the second thing that I love about soup is that it is completely customizable. Meaning there is no correct formula. It's however you feel, whatever you wanna do with your soup. You can put the cabbage in the beginning with the carrots if you like, or you can put it in after the tomato paste like I did, or you can fry it separately, or you can not use it at all. It is completely customizable, however you feel. Look at this. The cabbage, the carrots, the celery, the onions. It comes together perfectly. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna begin to add our seasonings to this wonderful, wonderful meal. So first, I'm gonna add my nutritional yeast. This is not like active yeast, it's nutritional yeast. If you've never worked with nutritional yeast before, go online and look up Bragg's nutritional yeast. Afterwards, I'm gonna add my garlic. Stir it up. Get it all in there. Next, I'm going to add my thyme. Got my thyme in there. Got my black pepper. And I have my Creole seasoning. Now, if you're gonna be feeding little ones, you may not wanna add the Creole seasoning, or you wanna be modest with your Creole seasoning. Next, I'm gonna add my butter beans. This is the heart of the meal. These butter beans bring me back to days of growing up with my mother on the corner house in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my goodness, I love butter beans. Now, these are fresh butter beans. You can use canned butter beans. Look, don't judge anybody if they decide to use canned butter beans. You don't know what type of things they have on their agenda. Some people are just busy. There's nothing wrong with that. But these are fresh butter beans. They've already soaked, they've been cleaned, they've been cooked butter beans. I'm just gonna put it right on in there with everything else. That's for my grandmother. And then next, I'm gonna add my kale, my chopped kale. The chopped kale. This is for my mother. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. How beautiful that is. And then I'm gonna put in some tomatoes as well. You don't have to die to get to heaven. This is proof. You do not have to die to get to heaven. It has been sauteing for about 2 minutes now. So we can go ahead and we can transfer this wonderful creation over into our vegetable broth. All right, here we go. We don't waste a thing. We get it all. We will get it all. No bean left behind. Now, when you're working with the iron cast skillet, it's a little heavier. You don't just pick this up and pour it. So it's okay. Take your time. I take my time. Oh, wow. Look at this soup. If I wanted to, I could absolutely serve it just like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and let them meet and mingle and get to know one another for about 10 minutes. Yeah, go ahead and get to know one another. So look at this. The beans and the kale and the carrots and tomatoes and onions and cabbage. Oh my goodness. If I wanted to, I could absolutely serve it just like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and let them meet and mingle and get to know one another for about 10 minutes. Yeah, go ahead and get to know one another. This is optional. You don't have to use this because again, soup is one of those meals that's completely up to you and how you feel, all right? So there's no right or wrong, but I'm gonna add some vegan bacon made from wheat gluten to the skillet that I took my vegetable mix out of. I just added about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So that way, when the soup is done, I have the option of sprinkling crumbled vegan bacon on top. All right, this vegan bacon is done. Now, it's important to note that I let my vegan bacon marinate in 100% maple syrup for about 20 minutes before I put it inside of the skillet. You don't have to do that, that's optional. And I give it a nice toss. I'm gonna crumble it up anyway. So I want it to be nice and thick and seasoned. Okay, here we go. Again, soup is completely customizable. If you want, you can add you a scoop of brown rice to your soup like I did here. And then you can start to add your soup. And if you want to go in and get just a little more vegetables, just switch out after you ladle out your soup. Look at that. Next, I'm gonna add a little vegan mozzarella cheese. See, I'm serenading my soup. Got a little jazz going. Got a little mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna add a little vegan bacon that I crumbled up. Oh, yes. And before I crown my soup, I'm gonna take a sip. Oh my goodness, because I deserve it already. And voila, choose your bread. You can have cornbread, you can have crackers, you can do sourdough bread, whatever bread you want. That's the only decision that's left to make. What sort of bread do I want? Delicious. So this is Queen Aza from the original Queen's Table, which is my home, showing you a delicious, delicious way to make soup. This is our kale, cabbage, and butter bean, also known as the lima bean soup. I hope you enjoy it just as much as I am. Hey, listen, I know you're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, but when it's good, it's good. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want y'all to see how the queen really gets down when she eats.